This project was called Wind Derby, and it was a collaboration between my physics students, the art students, the speech students, and the digital portfolio students, where the physics students designed and built these wind-powered wooden race cars. The art students were responsible for the visual presentation of the cars. The speech students had a competition to have a special occasion speech that would kind of launch this event, and the digital portfolio students documented the whole thing and kind of added in a narrative piece where they followed one student and her experiences throughout this process. This was a very authentic project in that there was a real problem-solving design challenge, something kind of outside of any of our students' immediate knowledge, since we don't really have a strong sailing culture here in Odessa. So this was something that our students really had to get together and figure out, well, how can we solve a problem like this? Here's something we've never thought of before. Is it even possible to have a wind-powered car like this? I started with wanting an interesting way to teach all of the different state standards regarding motion for physics in a way that I felt that my students would know and still remember years from now. This was something that students really had to work as a team. This was the kind of thing where not one person had ever done anything like this before. And a great thing was I had many kids say, I've never used tools before. I've never drilled a hole in wood before. And now we had kids, helping each other, working together, and really developing some new skills that they hadn't had before. Since these were full-size cars for an actual student to sit in, we actually had them start off with miniatures and design and figure out, well, what's the best sail design? We can do it on this miniature car, and how well will that translate to a full-size car? There's a national energy company called Duke Energy that has a branch here in West Texas where they run a wind farm, and they were nice enough to allow our entire junior class to come out for a field trip and see this site where they have all of these giant windmills and this really interesting battery storage project, they call it, where they have this giant warehouse of batteries that can store this huge amount of electricity. And so we did this at the beginning of the project, in fact, and it was a way to let our students see, here's some professionals working in the field of wind power, and this might just kind of seem academic that we're trying to make wind power move a car, but the wind is what generates a lot of electricity here in Texas, and you see windmills everywhere, but most of our kids didn't never have the chance to really get up close or ask questions or have somebody explain to them exactly what's going on there. The real trial and error of these learning teams designing and building these sails, waiting for a windy day so they could go and try it out and see, well, what's working, what's not working, then modify it. And at the time of this filming, which is the beginning of April, we are actually still waiting for that really windy day where we can have all of the cars kind of compete against each other, because that's the one piece of this that hasn't happened yet because of the weather. Unfortunately, the couple of really windy days we've had have also been really rainy days. But we're excited about that. This is a project that I intend to do next year, and I really think could be an annual thing that I would like to see even more of our courses get involved with to make it even more of a school-wide project. Thank you.